Good morning, Flat Earth family. I hope you're doing all right. It's Monday morning. It's about 8:30. And I've got nothing for you. Nothing at all. Yeah, so welcome back, Flat Earth family. Do me a favour, will you? If you're watching on YouTube, just take a moment to like, subscribe, press the little bell icon, select all. That's good. If you want to know anything more about the Flat Earth Podcast, go on over to theflatearthpodcast.com. There you'll find information, previous episodes, pictures of my face, and a PayPal button. Now, about this PayPal button, let's not neglect the PayPal button because times are hard out there, man. I'm pretty sure we're heading into some kind of potato famine. I'm pretty sure toilet roll and pasta is going to be short again soon, and I'm here in the studio and I'm freezing in here, but I can't put my little heater on because I haven't got enough money anymore. And the important thing about the PayPal button is this winter, no Rick that you know need go cold or hungry or without cigars. You can make a difference. Support your Rick this winter with the PayPal button. Or don't. It's up to you. Do you know what I mean? It's there. You can do what you've got to do with it. That's one of those things, but it's on there. Also, take a moment to check out the ABC of EDC, which is our other channel. It's a channel dedicated to everything everyday carry. If you don't know what it is, get over to the ABC of EDC. There's a video about that. You can click on that and find out. But it's great. Reviews on everyday items, tech, tools. The tagline is anything you carry on your person and anything that carries you. So feet, cars, jewellery, tech, tools, knives, guns, cigars. I don't know. Today it'll be a bit of a watch review. Can you have one watch to rule them all? One watch that will do everything for you. So you don't have to have a collection of watches. Anyway, get on over there and check it out if you want. But anyway, it's going to be a pretty quick one today because like I said in the intro, I've got nothing to say. I got nothing for you. I wish I did. I got nothing to say. I had like a couple of clear days over the weekend to record this, and I thought, I'll do it in a minute. And I couldn't quite work out what I wanted to say. Normally I've got an idea, and I'm not short of opinions and speech, as many of you know. But I just didn't have nothing. It was really weird. But then I started thinking about my nothingness. I started thinking about my my merness. And I think it happens sometimes. I used to know someone who had that SAD, seasonal affected disorder. And I used to think it was some blarney, man. But I think it's true. I think there are people that actually, at the changing of seasons, they do get affected. This person I knew, like when they would get affected, they'd be overly tired, a little bit depressed, a little bit down. They didn't want to see anyone. And I'll be like, oh, this is weird. They physically, their body would react to the changing of the seasons. But I get it now. I'm a little bit older and I get it. And I think, particularly in England, we'd had a kind of a protracted summer, prolonged heat wave. The temperatures have been great for a long time. And now the temperatures are dipping, the nights are coming in, and I think it's affecting us. But more than that, more than the natural seasons affecting us, I think that the unnatural seasons are affecting us. So I think we've been in a season in the world, and we're still in it, but particularly in England, we've been in a season that's been quite oppressive, quite restricted. We've been, whether we feel it or not, whether we're aware of it or not, lots of things have been pushed upon us. Lots of opinions and weight have been foisted upon us. Foisted, is that the right word? I don't know, man. Sounds nice. I can't remember if it's appropriate in this situation. Anyway, we've been under the weight of a bunch of stuff, and I think some of that's lifting, but still we're in a world that's got a lot of heavy stuff going on, man. Wars, shortages of everything, and I think there's we're feeling that. We're feeling like the judder. We're getting the sort of the compound interest of these last few years are now hitting us, and payments are due, and it's taking a tax on us. So I want to we're a quick one today. We're not going to be very long, man. In and out. I want to offer some advice. Not that I'm got a mastery of any of this stuff, but in my experience, I'm like 46. got experience in a lot of stuff, I think, over my little life. A few little things I do when I'm feeling that way. If maybe you're feeling that way, you're feeling a bit meh, you know. It's good to have a break in rhythm somehow. That will help you. You know, in like medical dramas and stuff, when they have a patient on the table and their heart rate is like really low, and then it goes from like boop, boop, boop to boop, and they flatline. And then they go, right, we're going to have to shock him. And they go, clear. And they get the two like paddles and they go, shadoosh, shadoosh, shadoosh. They use a thing called a defibrillator, right? It's a defibrillator, as far as I understand. I used to think that restarted the heart. But I learned a little while ago, and this is where my medical degree is going to come in hand in. Some of you may question this, but you can't question my skills. I heard that what that thing does is it doesn't restart your heart, although it does, but how it does it is it stops your heart. It stops your heart. A massive voltage shock to your system stops it, and then the beautiful design created space of your body starts again. So it's not that that action restarts it, but it stops it and your body restarts it. Sometimes if you're feeling a bit meh, a little bit nothing, a little bit I got nothing for you, you need a shock. How have I shocked myself sometimes out of things and into things? I think new experiences are a shock. I think unusual experiences are a shock. So today, if you've got a long week, you've got a busy week, you've got lots of stuff going on. Now, I know sometimes pressures on life can be really life and death, but for most of us, we're just in the grind of everyday life. And sometimes when you're in the grind, things can take on an unusual value, a value that's not worthy of them. You feel responsibilities that far outweigh what the actual reality is, and you can feel a demand on your time that feels very, very significant, but it maybe isn't. The truth is, most of us, if we stopped what we're doing, the people around us we'd be missed for a day or two, and then life would carry on and people would adjust. You're not that important. The job you do is not that important, whatever it is, all right? So what am I saying? Take a day off. Now, I'm a big proponent of the sick day. Now, Rick, are you promoting lying? Are you telling people that they should phone up and lie to their boss? Yes, I am. Some of the best things you can have, some of the best days you can have is an unusual day off. Now, sometimes they come to you as a gift for some reason. Something gets cancelled, something gets moved around if you work for yourself, you know. But if you're employed, take a day off. Phone in sick. Go to the beach. Go to the cinema. Go to a restaurant. Go back to bed. Do something different. Get out of the rhythm. Shock your body. You can do it by a new experience. You know what I mean? So you take a day off. I'm going to get in a car. I'm going to Scotland. I'm going to get in a car. I'm going to go to Cornwall. I've got no, if you haven't got any family, you've got no responsibilities in your time, you can go and do some crazy stuff, right? Just do what you got to do. Sometimes you need a shock. Sometimes you need to do something unusual to restart your system if you're in a tricky place. Now, other times you need to work through it. Other times you need to grind. Other times you need to, no matter what, I feel like I don't want to do anything today, so I'll just do everything. I'll just attack it. We're in the middle of this doing an 8-week empty thing. For me, it's been difficult. I started back in September. I said 8 weeks of empty. We're fucking doing it. We're going for it. A couple of weeks in, I got nothing for you. I got stuck, man. I got stuck in a little spot. And that can happen. And I think particularly now, we live in a rough world, man. We live in a rough world. If you're attached to any kind of media, news, social media stuff, you can get down really quickly. It can really quickly grab hold of you and drag you down. And we talked on this podcast before about lenses. Lenses are really important. The way you view the world can massively shift and change. I went to get some petrol yesterday. We're up at my in-laws. I went to get some petrol and I pulled up at this petrol station at a supermarket. And there were 3 queues, 4 pumps. So 4 pumps, 3 queues. And the 3 queues were like 5 deep back out from the petrol station into like the car park of the supermarket. And I see over on the left hand where there's no queue, there's 2 cars and the one in front just drives off. So now there's an empty pump. So I wait for a minute. I'm in this queue. 10 cars all waiting. No one does anything. So, bum, 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 honk my horn, just as a reminder of like, hey, look what's going on. No one moves. Bum, 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 honked again. No one moved. So I then drove around all those cars, drove around the other cars at the pump, blocked him in, unfortunately, reversed up and filled up my car. Because I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we waiting in this queue? Why are we obeying some weird English rule of politeness when you bozos haven't seen that there's an empty pump? I bibbed, I let you know once, I let you know twice, now I'm going. Sometimes you got to just go. Sometimes you're in the queue of your work, you're in the queue of your life, you're stuck there in the line and you don't even know why you're doing it anymore. You do this job, you don't know why you're doing it. You got these responsibilities, you don't know why you're doing it. And sometimes you need to look up with your lens and go, oh, there's a free pump. There's something else to be done. Another way, I'm going to go, I'm going to change. You just go, you just do it. Just do it. Now, I'm under no illusion that this is some Tony Robbins shit I'm doing right here. This is not inspirational. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm telling you the simple thing of like, sometimes you can just get stuck in things. And I'm trying to let you know, right now in the world, it's a harsh place. It's very depressing. Everything's bad. Now, if you were to meet a stranger and they'd say, what's the news? You wouldn't be far wrong if you just say, the news right now, my friend, is a place that tells you to be worried and to be afraid and prepare for the worst. Because that's what's going on. So maybe if you're feeling meh, take a day off, cut your rhythm, change something, do something different. Eat something different, drink something different, hang around with some different people, phone a friend you've not seen in a long time, break the rhythm. As well, get out of the lens, get out of the cues you're in that you think you've got to stay in. Get out of them, stop listening to the things you normally listen to something else. My friend over the weekend sent me a song and said, what do you think of this song? What do you think of this song? And I was like, do you know, he said, what do you think it means? I said, do you know, I've never really listened to the lyrics. It's a really famous Simon Garfunkel song, Sound of Silence, right? Never listened to it. And I listened to it and I was like, wow, these lyrics are deep. These lyrics are deep, bro. I never realised. I knew the chorus and I knew the song mainly from Trolls. Do you remember Trolls? Mainly from Trolls. But there's deep lyrics in there. And then I kind of sent him a song. I said, I've been listening to this song and what this is about. And it really made me go, do you know, I'm going to listen to some really great music this weekend. So I made sure whenever I have my headphones in, take a dog for a walk, wherever I'm doing menial tasks, headphones in, I'm going to listen to great music. Great music. And music is one of those lenses on life. It can change your outlook. So break your rhythm. Watch what you're taking in. Start taking in something else. Beauty is something that will change your perspective. I remember I love being in nature. We got some woods near me and I went for a walk yesterday morning with the dog before we drove off up to Zoe's parents. And autumn, bruv, it's just amazing. And as much as I know people can get seasonal affective disorder, on the right day, in the right moment, autumn is just amazing. It's just one of the best seasons. It's just golden goodness. And I can't plead with you enough if you're someone who's stuck in cubicle and stuck on the journeys of dropping the kids off and picking the kids up and stuck in whatever rhythm you're in. Maybe you're caring for a parent. Maybe you're, whatever you're doing, maybe you're struggling, maybe you're building your business, whatever you're doing, right? Take a moment, get out amongst nature, get out from the synthetic, handmade by robots life that we're in, and get out in nature, mate. That will be a great good for you. But like I say, I got nothing for you today. I got no kind of quirky takes on anything. And just, this is how I'm feeling. For me personally, the rest of the day is going to look like I'm going to get some work done. I'm just going to push on through a pace, listen to some good music, take a dog for a walk in the woods, do what I got to do. I'm lucky like that, I guess. But yeah, if you're feeling a bit shitty, right, basically, you're feeling a bit shitty, you don't have to stay there. Get a defibrillator out, break the rhythm, change something. Watch out, cut out some of the crap that's coming into you and monitor some of the good stuff coming into you. And I'll see you next week on the podcast. We've got a guest coming in. Should be good. I'm excited. Trying to get the particular friend on who's really going to be, I think, good for us. Quite different than the stuff we've had before. But other than that, bless you guys. Have a great week. And I hope that you are feeling better by the end of it if you are feeling crap. If you're feeling good today, well bully for you.